Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Tonight, the families of 3 people killed in the Greenwood Park Mall shooting are suing, claiming negligence. They say the company that owns the mall and the contracted security company did not do enough to keep shoppers safe. Our Logan Gay talked with one of the attorneys involved and breaks down the allegations outlined in 2 new lawsuits. Logan.
It's been nearly 2 years since the Greenwood Park Mall shooting back in July of 2022. And for many of the people and their loved ones who were there that day, time has passed, but the pain lingers.
Whether one is present when a mass shooting happens or simply gets the phone call that their loved one has been killed, it causes permanent lifelong trauma and fear and PTSD.
Andrea Simmons is an attorney with Cohen and Malad. She's representing the estates of the 3 victims killed during the shooting and their family members who survived. Her team filed 2 lawsuits on Tuesday on their behalf. They allege wrongful death and gross negligence, claiming Simon Property Group and Allied Universal Security Services did not do enough to keep people at the mall safe.
We believe that on the day of this mass killing, there was inadequate security at Greenwood Park Mall and no response to the food court, no response to other calls for help.
Simmons says the lawsuit is just the beginning.
There's a lot of material we can't get until the suit is filed. Simon and Allied are not going to simply voluntarily turn over their internal documents and footage so that we can see, for example, a roster of people who were working that day and the names of the witnesses. So the lawsuit is the means by which we do a much more thorough investigation.
This is the second lawsuit filed by Cohen and Malad. The first lawsuit was filed on behalf of a family that had 2 daughters at the mall. One of them was hurt. The other, they say, was traumatized witnessing the shooting. With the shooter dead, Simmons says this lawsuit is another way for the families to get justice.
The thing about civil justice is we don't have any way of obviously turning back the clock. We can't bring back the people who were killed, or we can't fix permanent injuries. Our only method of getting civil justice is through monetary compensation.
I reached out to Simon Property Group for comment, but have not heard back yet. Allied Universal Event Services did respond, and a spokesperson says they do not comment on pending litigation.